Hola mi gente, ¿cómo está? Y bienvenidos a otro video mío aquí en mi canal. En este video voy a compartir algo nuevo con ustedes, ¿ok? I don't know how to say challenge, but I'm going to be sharing a challenge with you guys. Pero primero, si no me conoces, mi nombre es Cristina, and I've been learning Spanish for 4 years, por mi cuenta, okay? That means on my own. And here on my channel, I like to talk about how I did it, how I do it, and how you can too. So if you want to grow on your Spanish journey or watch me grow on mine, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it, my big challenge, okay? So, first of all, I've been learning Spanish for 4 years, okay? And in that time, I have learned quite a bit. I've learned how to talk to people, I've learned how to understand native speakers. I've learned how to understand, telenovelas and movies and a little bit of slang here and there. I've learned a lot of things. I've also tried a lot of things. I've tried listening to podcasts, listening to Spanish music. I have binge watched tons and tons of YouTube videos, all different kinds of things I've tried on my Spanish journey, but I have never tried, ever, reading, okay? And when it occurred to me a few days ago that I had never tried to pick up a book, an actual novel, and read it, I said, I think I know what I'm gonna do today. As I try to get a little more intentional about my language journey and really immersing myself into the language, I felt like this would be a really, really good thing to start doing on a regular basis, and that is leer, okay? To read. And I'm gonna be starting a challenge. Hopefully, I stick with it. I'm going to be starting a challenge where every month I choose a book and it's going to be completely in Spanish. Now, I've already got one that I decided to start with because I have an English copy of it as well. But I'm going to go through it every single month, and I'll post a few videos updating you guys to talk about if I'm learning new words, if I'm learning new grammar, if I'm not learning anything because it's too hard, and just try and share what my journey is like as I attempt to read more in Spanish. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get through the whole book in a month, but I will certainly try and keep you guys updated. Yeah, so let's talk about what book I chose, the exciting part. Now, this is a very, very well-known book, and if the back of the book hasn't given it away, then allow me to introduce you to book numero uno in my new reading journey. I have to figure out how to say challenge in Spanish. If somebody knows, can you tell me in the comments? Because I don't know that I've ever had to say challenge before, which is interesting. But the book that I'm going to be reading is The Alchemist, or El Alquimista, okay? Now, the reason I chose this book again is because I already had an English copy. And what I found is that when you're reading in Spanish, when you're watching something in Spanish, it is always helpful to use something that you have a reference for. Like I used to watch The Office in Spanish, and it was so much more enjoyable watching The Office in Spanish because I had seen it so many times in English that I wasn't lost about what was going on. So I could actually pick up new words and phrases and things and match them up with what I knew was going on based on, the fact that I had seen the episode in English. And the same is true for Spanish and reading. At least I hope, okay? I hope. We're gonna find out. But I read The Alchemist several years ago. This was a gift to me from someone I used to work with. And then not too long ago, I bought El Alquimista when I think I was at like Half Price Books or something. It was one of those like used bookstores, and I just came across this on the shelf and was like, it would be kind of cool to read a book that I've read in English in Spanish and see what happens. So yeah, I'm really excited to start, and I'm actually super curious. If you guys have read any books in Spanish, let me know. Drop a book in the comments. Let me know what you might recommend. ¿Cuáles son tus recomendaciones? Porque me gustaría leer más y necesito recomendaciones, okay? I have a few that I found, and I think I posted them on my YouTube channel, a couple books that I'm interested in reading next. But right now, this is the goal. Este es la meta? Sí, creo que sí. No sé. I don't know, but I'm super excited, and so I wanted to just hop on here real quick to share this challenge with you guys. Let's just see, out of curiosity, how difficult this might be. I'll read maybe like a sentence or two from the first page. I'm also kind of debating if I want to switch my phone settings into Spanish, but that is a completely different beast. And apparently, look, apparently I have attempted this before. There's some highlights and stuff in here. I have no clue when I did this because it's been so long. I don't even remember opening this book, but it looks like I had a lot of problems. Not problems, but I had a lot of roadblocks with this book because there's so many highlights. Oscurecer is highlighted, rebaño is highlighted, hundido, hacía mucho tiempo albergaba la sacristía, que todas las ovejas entrasen, la puerta en ruinas, de modo que no pudiesen descarriada el día siguiente, gruesos del techo semiderruido. Oof. This might actually be harder than I thought. I don't know. Maybe, do you think I chose something a little too advanced? I didn't think it would be that advanced because in English I understood it perfectly just fine, obviously. But this is interesting. This is interesting. I think I probably only know about 10% of the words I just told you guys, and yeah, this might stop me in my tracks, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying and see what happens. But let's see, I'll just read a sentence off to you. El muchacho se llamaba Santiago. I know that. The boy's name was Santiago. I know that. Or the guy. Ooh, at least I know something. But that is it for this video, you guys. I just wanted to share something that I think will be fun, for me at least. And if you want to join in on my reading challenge, you are more than welcome to grab a good book and let me know how it goes. I'll try to post an update, if not every week, every other week. El Alquimista. Okay, El Alquimista. I'll probably try and get in a page or two tonight, and I'll get back to you. Adios.